Hello, my name is Roberto Olmos Gonzalez, but if you're like everybody else, you'll probably just end up calling me Robert. Anywho, today we're going to be talking about the Dean's Future Scholars program that works here at UNR. The DFS program starts young. Teachers recommend students to the program in the 6th grade. This is mostly based on academic achievement, though there are other factors that are more important, or just as important. They are oftentimes at-risk, low-income, first-generation students. They are invited to spend their first 2 summers in the program frolicking throughout the campus, building rocket ships, making ice cream, going to the art museum, going downtown, splash about at the river. You're gonna go. There's no way you're gonna say no to the knowledge of self-sufficient ice cream making. But after you're really in the program, they'll require you to take higher level math courses such as Algebra 2 and Calculus. Students are tutored in the morning and then they go to classes in the afternoon, and they get free lunch. Graduated students are given the opportunity to take a free 2-credit college course. The best part, though I feel I'm kind of playing it down here, are the mentors that have gone through the same processes as you, and chances are you'll still be talking to them long after you've graduated college. So then you might be asking yourself, what's the problem? Well, unless I forgot to put it in the beginning, I do have a problem with this. I don't know if you've gone outside lately, but it's not summer anymore. And so, begins my journey of slightly odd jobs. There's not a lot to say about paperwork. You pick it up, you check the name, you scan it, and then you file it. Rinse and repeat. Well, until you start realizing that that paper cut isn't so small anymore. Let's go visit an elementary school. P.S. You're gonna pretend you're a mentor because Mario got sick. That's what Mariluz Garcia, DFS coordinator, told me during early October. We went to Sage Ridge. It's a private school, voted as the 2nd best private school in the whole United States. The faculty was nice, and I got interrogated by a rather scary-looking principal.
His little bunny. Where are they?
Now, Sage Ridge is a small school. I'm talking about a school the size of 3 football fields put together. Most of the students end up going to Ivy League schools, but at the cost of $20,000 a year, it's not something that I can see myself putting my own children through. And also, because it is a private school that costs $20,000 a year to go to, you can imagine that it is filled with just and only legends speak of a man who can make an hour into an eternity. Well, I got news for you. I did paperwork for 3 hours and it felt like an eternity and a half, so I guess you could say I'm pretty close to that. It was cold and I was standing with a half-eaten cookie and a cup of coffee. I had somehow wound up volunteering for the Run for Education marathon. Luckily, my friend decided to come, and he too felt like sharing goodwill amongst the people. Believe it or not, I've run a marathon before, and I've always admired the "you can do it" guy and the "you're almost there, you're doing a great job" volunteer. I've never really thought myself as one. But nobody was cheering. So I said, yo, nobody here is gonna ever see me again, so I'm gonna make the biggest fool out of myself. I'm not really sure why I decided to do this, but I sat down and I actually went through the paperwork. Juan, Joseph, Maria, Victor, all names I've just kind of skimmed over up until now had a story to them. You see, the paper that I've been filing this whole time has been double-sided. The first side was parental information. Most of these kids had parents who had never even made it to middle school. Some had single parents, and one of the questions asked by the questionnaire, the whereabouts of parent or guardian, this broke my heart because the child had written as an answer to that, "I don't know." So I could feel for these kids. Hell, I'd already been where they'd been. So I'm happy that they have this program.